Today, I'm going to show you how I made over $510 trading Nasdaq futures. Let's get right into the video. I don't want to waste your time. If you are new here, my name is Rudy. Welcome to Trader Studio. Also have an identical twin brother, Robert, who also trades, also makes videos on this channel. So I'm just going to get right into it. Like I said, I'm going to show you the strategy that we use every single day in order to be profitable in these markets. It's very simple, very basic, but it does take time and years of experience to master. The strategy alone is very simple. As you can see, this is right before the market open for the New York session. So this is going to be at 8:25 a.m. for my time, Central Time. 8:30 is when the market opens. So what I'm looking for, I haven't taken any trades, but right here, what I'm looking for is my support and resistance zones on Nasdaq. So I see that we've got this resistance here, resisted there, price respected it, and then price was currently sitting here. So I marked off that resistance. And then my trade idea was if we break higher and break these previous highs, I was going to take a trade idea. This was just, I was going to be around here. If it broke this previous high and market open and it was bullish, I was going to take that position and then hold this pivot point and then keep my stop loss right at about 20 points, as you can see there. Now, for shorts, if I was going to short the market, I see that we had some support held here. So I'm going to mark that off. I also see that we have some support here. So I'm going to mark this off. And then also, I see right now that it looks like we are respecting this trend line. And then I like to mark out my trend lines based on the wicks, as you can see here. So we got a wick. So we got touches there, one touch, two touch. If you do it this way, you technically can have a little more touches, as you can see here, but I like to be a little more precise, and that's just me, personal preference. But anyways, so as you can see there, this is our or this is our trade idea for shorts. If the if market open was going to come out and it was going to break this trend line, this is actually a pivot point here too. So if it was going to break that pivot point, even more confluence to get in for these sells, 20-point stop loss, and then what I'm going to do is hold for this pivot point right here. So let's see what happens with that very first candle. As you can see, very simple. We had market open, broke this trend line, broke this pivot point. Do have this EMA here as well, broke that EMA. I honestly don't really use, it's actually a VWAP. So I've got that there. We broke the VWAP, broke pivot point, and then we broke this trend line. So what I'm doing, I'm entering my position as soon as we break. Once we break, I'm going to be holding the pivot point. Let's see what happens. Boom. This is on a 5-minute time frame as well. As you can see, full take profit hit. I'm going to delete this trade right here. Risk reward of 4.27. Now, I will be upfront. This is the strategy that I normally preach on the channel. Wait, hold till pivot. But for today, I did close it here. Once we hit this support, I fully closed my position. And the reason for that is I was trading with two micro contracts. So I closed one. And then once it got to this next support, I closed the other. And then as you can see, price, it still ended up going to my pivot point. I'll be upfront. I was feeling the FOMO because I was like, man, if I just traded the way I preach, then I would have had more. But that is the battle of trading. It is all psychological. So that is the most important thing in trading. If you're watching this video, you probably know that by now. But that was a trade idea. That's how I was able to make over $510 a day trading NQ futures. In my case, it was MNQ, which was micro contract. So very simple, very basic. Another reason too why I did take this short is I did see Nvidia. As you can see, this was Nvidia today. I mean, it's pretty obvious to see right there. It was just dumping. So that for me, I was looking at Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, mostly Amazon, but mainly I was really looking at Nvidia. When I noticed that, I was very confident in these in the shorts. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.